So I wanted to talk about why we should just stop putting these CCs, gotcha CCs, it doesn't matter, just CCs in general, on a pedestal and almost like treating them as celebrities. It is very dumb and very stupid and a very bad way of thinking about these people because you kind of almost think of them above you, so then you expect them to be like perfect, and then when they end up having any type of flaws, you get mad at them. I think that is the biggest problem in the current like space of content creation and shit that I've noticed happening recently, whether it be on Twitter, YouTube, it doesn't matter what social media it is. There will be normal ass people who have flaws as well. However, because a big ass content creator has a flaw and that big content creator is more known, they'll virtue signal and try to cancel that content creator because of that shit, right? Because they don't have to reveal anything. People don't know them, right? So no one cares even if the people who call them out do have faults, right? And I want to make this video because I want to say, please do not look up to me. Don't look up to literally any content creator. Every single content creator has their faults. Every single content creator has their flaws. Literally none of us are perfect, right? Like, you should just never look up to anyone. I think if there's anyone you'd look up to, it'd probably be like a fictional character. Like, you should always be trying to improve upon yourself and always trying to be better. And I think fictional characters best represent that the best. Now, whether someone has a harder time connecting with a fictional character than a real character, I don't know, right? Like, I'm sure that's a problem for many. But I simply think idolizing people in general is always stupid. I've always thought this since I was a kid. Like, people who gossip about celebrities, put celebrities on this pedestal, think that the celebrities are better than like everyone else because they portray themselves in a certain way, is simply inaccurate and absolutely fucking stupid. And I've never understood why it's so popular. Like, they do this mostly with K-pop people. Like, every single time a K-pop celebrity, oh, they end up having faults, then it's who gives a shit, right? But when it's someone they don't like, they have a fault, oh, let's call them out, let's cancel them. So I simply think idolizing people in general is probably the dumbest fucking thing humanity has probably ever done. Now, there are probably a few cool people in history, you know, maybe you idolize them, I don't know. But my main point is, you should just never idolize anyone to begin with and only focus on improving on yourself. You should never try to be someone else, because you're not that someone else. You are yourself. You're your own person, whether you want to admit it or not. You're not going to feel the same way about things as anyone else. Everyone reacts and feels differently to many different situations, many different talking points, right? So I just want to make this video because I think too many people in the gacha space, they kind of idolize a lot of these like gacha content creators, and then they're surprised when they have flaws. It's like, how? Like, did you guys think they were somehow better? Like, I need you guys to understand, right? I'm applying this to myself. Like, you should just never look up to me, anyone, right? Like, maybe you could listen to me, you know, maybe I give some advice or some shit, but that's like at max it. Like, you should never idolize anyone in these spaces. Asmongold does this the best. Asmongold fully admits that you should never look up to him, that you should never want to be like him, that his type of lifestyle wouldn't work for 99% of people, which is true. Like, if you don't include how big he is and the fact that he's making money, his lifestyle is pretty disgusting. Like, straight up, it's just disgusting. Like, you'd just be, you know, fucking a lonely introvert for the rest of your life, playing video games, making zero money, and not having all that many friends. Like, that is one of the worst lifestyles ever. And then Tectone. Although I think Tectone is a bit of a worse example than Asmongold, since he's more like yeah, I'm an asshole, but I'm never gonna change that. So, like, don't get me wrong, Asmongold is kind of the same, but like Asmongold has actually like gone on to improve himself to not be so angry at his chat, or like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, he's actually trying to improve himself day by day. But it seems like Tectone just doesn't give a shit and just takes it all out on his fucking chat every time he streams. Sometimes it can be entertaining, sometimes it can be annoying, but my point is, everyone has flaws. So many people don't realize this. You think people realize this until, again, you look at the whole celebrity shit going on. Like, people will idolize these celebrities, and it is no different for these content creators. Many don't understand this at these days. A lot of kids grew up with content creators. Like, they watched YouTube. They grew up with YouTube, and they mostly grew up with a content creator. When I was like 6 years old, I used to watch like Sky Does Minecraft and Stampy Longlegs for Minecraft. And Sky Does Minecraft ended up being one of the most shitty people ever. Like, in general. And I used to like idolize. I used to look up to him when I was a kid. Like, I'd always watch his videos the moment they released. I was like almost addicted to his videos. And like, he was like the Minecraft YouTuber for me, right? I know back then there was like SS Sunday, the Chewbacca dude. I don't remember his name, but Sky Does Minecraft was like the Minecraft YouTuber for me back then. And it all just ended up going to shit at some point for him. And I was just sat there like, damn. Like, this guy that I idolized and I looked up to all those years, most of my life, ended up being an absolute douchebag, like a shitbag. So, I say this. Quick video. Been more of a serious topic that no one asked for. But I really wanted to make this video because it is a serious problem. Like, I noticed this way too much. Like, go into Tectone's chat. Go into Poke's chat. Go into any of these big streamers' chats. You're instantly gonna realize that they have like this dedicated fan base that for some reason like can never like admit or realize when the content creator is at fault. And I do think to an extent this can be the content creator's fault. For example, I remember during the fucking when Tectone was arguing with Hexjuice over Zenless Zone Zero either being good or bad, and Hexjuice got emotional. One of his mods, like, this is actually the first time I've ever seen one of his mods like speak against him and say that they disagree with him. And when the mod did that, Tectone threatened to remove his mod because he quote unquote doesn't want to have mods with no fucking common sense. Like, it is such a disgusting mindset that I hope I never fall down into, where like someone in my comments or someone in my chat will be like, I disagree with you on this. Like, he was doing it civilly, right? He wasn't like cussing out Tectone saying, oh my god, you're a disgusting human being. He's like, I think you're wrong because of this and this. And he got his mod got threatened, right? And then he went right back to glazing Tectone and saying, yeah, you're right, without actually realizing why like, he probably didn't agree at all. He was simply afraid of getting his mod taken away and from being fucking publicly, executed on the live stream, right? And that's what I want to say is, please do not idolize these content creators at all. Like, the shit is just bad. It is it is just a setup for something to go wrong in the future, right? They end up being fucked up. It is what it is. But my point is, none of these CCs are perfect. I'm not perfect. Everyone has their flaws, and you shouldn't look up to anyone, whether it be celebrities or content creators or people. It doesn't matter. You should never look up to anyone in general. So yeah, have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.